Hey everybody, happy Monday. Thanks for joining us here on Northern Life. So Hunter, I have a laundry list of things to get to with you,
okay? Let's hear it.
All
Bring
right,
it on.
so we are recording our Monday shows. We have to record them on Friday. Yep. So during the weekend that we just had, Mary and I babysitting two kids for her friend, one who's about 2 years old almost, and the other who's about a couple of months. So as we are watching this show now, hopefully I have succeeded in being a good babysitter and changing diapers correctly and all those
Sure, yeah, it's great practice is what it is. Honestly, you know, I mean, you never know what's going to happen in the future, right?
You never know what's going to happen in the future, but hopefully it's an enjoyable weekend. Obviously, the kids are so cute. I've met them before, but it's doing an overnight as well. We're doing one overnight, so that's the big deal about the whole thing.
Do you ever get nervous about this whole thing?
You know, Mary's had experience before watching her nieces and nephew when they were babies doing overnights and things like that. So I might give her the lead on some things, and then I'm certainly happy to help in others.
Hey, what better way to learn than just going in and honestly do it? So
yeah. I don't think I've ever had a baby wake me up in the middle of the night, so it'll be a new experience.
Did you ever have to do the thing in high school where you brought home like the fake baby?
I never had that.
Oh, we had that in Two Harbors, and it was quite the shell shocker for you. If you weren't a parent at the time, it was like, whoa, it wakes me up every hour and a half or less than that.
And your parents are like, and the best part is that you just give it back.
Yes, you give it back and then you're done.
You're done.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, the other thing too, we have also signed up for the Eau Claire Marathon as a warm-up to Grandma's Marathon. So I think half that is. We're doing a half marathon. Sorry, important word in that story there.
When is that then?
That's in May. I believe it's in May. So it'll be a nice warm-up for hopefully being successful in the full marathon.
I think that's a great idea. You got to work your way up to it, and if you can't do a half a couple months before the full, I mean, good plan there, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And also a third thing on this laundry list, last one, Lake Avenue ramp, I believe, is now open.
Shut up! Are you serious?
I think it's open here in Canal Park.
No
way. We for our shoots and whatnot, as many of you drivers who have been down here know that getting onto 35 from Lake Avenue has been tough because it's been closed for so long. But driving in, I believe I saw that it was open today.
That's amazing. I'm thankful for all the construction and all the workers out there, but I feel like this year especially has really tested my patience and probably your patience as well.
You don't know what you got till it's gone.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh. So now that's nice being able to get back on 35. Thank you.
It is great news. It is relaxing. And speaking of relaxing, Hunter here, you got to keep your swimming streak alive. You got to take a relaxing dip at your parents' place.
October 2nd this was, and it's unbelievable how warm it actually was, Ryan. It was beautiful out there. So me and my mom, if you don't know the streak, we've kept it alive since I was about 1 year old. There's pictures of me in diapers in the water. So every year at my parents' lake, I go and I swim in the lake. So I wasn't able to do it this year because I was so busy, but then I finally got to do it on October 2nd, and it was quite the experience, Ryan. I don't think I've ever swam, other than one video where I went when there was ice out.
Sure.
I don't think I've ever swam naturally this late in the season.
Yeah, it's been pretty awesome.
Yes.
And I mean, the weekend we had was also awesome.
Oh, it was beautiful. Record-breaking highs on Saturday. It was beautiful temperatures, and now a lot of the leaves fell this past weekend.
Yeah, how about that? Yeah, but now fall likely here this week.
It's here for a little bit anyway.
Yeah, also likely here, ChatGPT. I don't think ChatGPT is going anywhere anytime soon. However, the U.S. labor market that many have feared since its launch in 2022, how it would shape it up, apparently it sounds like AI not taking too many jobs as of yet. That's according to a new study by Yale University Research Center. The researchers looked at changes in the distribution of workers among all the jobs in the economy since ChatGPT's launch. In the study's metrics show the broader labor market has not experienced a discernible disruption since its release. However, they noted the adoption of that AI was at an early stage, and their analysis was not a prediction of the future.
Interesting, because now we've had at least a few years of this data.
And it seems like AI just gets smarter and smarter as the years go on. So
I would have thought for sure that some jobs would have been gone by now. So I guess that's probably good news that it's not taking fully over yet, but definitely something to keep an eye on in the future.
Yeah, including us. You might just see generative AI of me and Hunter in Northern Life in the future.
Hopefully you still tune in, because I hope it's as interesting as this. I mean, this is interesting stuff. Come on, man.
I hope my AI self is as nice as my current self.
Maybe I can be better looking as an AI. No, you're nice. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying,
I didn't even...
I'm saying I hope my AI person isn't mean.
Okay, that makes sense. Hopefully it's as nice as you are, because you're a very nice human being.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes, of course.
I like your shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, hey, book fans out there, Twilight, celebrating 20 years since its publication. The novel, first published back on October 5th, 2005, was the first of 4 books in that series, all written by author Stephenie Meyer. And the books inspired those films that we loved as kids, starring Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart. all of which became global phenomenons and cult classics. So, in honor of the 20th anniversary of this publication, all 5 of those movies going to be shown in select theaters in October and November.
Dude, from 7th grade on, it was this and Taylor Swift was everything I heard about in high school.
Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, of course.
Hunger Games was a big one.
The question is, were you Team Jacob and Team Edward there?
I think I was more Team Jacob.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of liked Edward. I mean, I don't
Really?
know. I really didn't read anything, or I watched half the movie, but from what I saw, I liked what Edward was doing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Care to elaborate on that?
I don't even remember what it was all about, but I watched literally half a movie, and I'm like, oh, Edward's cool. Jacob kind of seems a little iffy. So
that's kind of the case as I keep talking about the Gilmore Girls. It's like, are you
Yes.
Team Jess or are you Team Dean? And I still don't know whose team I'm on.
Lorelai's an interesting person, isn't she, in that show? That's an interesting show.
They got a lot of interesting characters on there.
Yes, they do. It's interesting for sure.
Yeah, give it a watch. It's on Netflix right now. Hey, the team formerly known as the Duluth Harbor Monsters, hinting at some new rebranding, that is. Here's the image they posted on Facebook the other day, now called the Minnesota Monsters, as the 2-time defending Arena Mania champions from Duluth, making the jump from the Arena League to the Arena Football one for the 2026 season. So I'm sure there'll be plenty of news to come in the near future here, Hunter.
One of my favorite things is just asking you questions that I know you don't have the answer to, and nothing gets resolved.
It tests me, you know?
Do you know how many teams are within the bigger league?
No, I do not.
There it is.
I cannot answer that one. So, do you have any more that I could take a jab at?
No, I think that's about all I have right now. But I'm sure there's going to be more throughout the show.
I'm sure there will be. But good luck to the Minnesota Monsters as we get ready for a brand new season next year.
Rock it on. Let's go.
Hey, coming up, we meet someone who's chasing after the Northern Lights. We'll be back right here on Northern Live.
Welcome back, folks. For the past few days, as the sun has set, the sky didn't turn to black in parts of Michigan as purples and greens stretched across the horizons.
Mary Jane Glynn asked an Aurora chaser why there's been an uptick in those sightings.
For Aurora light chasers like Patrick Gruba, lately he's been on a sleepless quest.
For the last 72 hours, I've been up. I've maybe had 7 hours of sleep. We've had an unprecedented 3 days of great displays of aurora for Michigan.
For some, these sightings come down to just luck. For Gruba, he's been chasing the aurora lights since Sunday night.
For this particular display, we're not really sure what's generating it. We know that there was a coronal hole on the sun. All auroras start at the sun, so it's what the sun is doing, shooting out solar particles towards us.
Gruba does know that we are officially in aurora lights season, and it's expecting to be a big one this year.
Solar max, the sun has a cycle, 11-year cycle of max, and then it's actually 22 because you got 11 years of going up to max and then 11 years to go to solar min. And we're on the downhill slide of solar max. It was last year. But historically, the downhill slide is where you get a lot bigger storms.
For those of you who may want to try to catch the lights, Gruba suggests that you either start right at sunset or around 2 to 3 a.m.
What you want to do is you want to find a clear, dark sky that has a north-facing view and a clear view of the horizon. The darker the sky, the better your chances of seeing it. The farther north you go, the better you see it.
One viewing area you can test your luck is the Headlands International Dark Sky Park.
So if you were at the Headlands on a normal, like KP5, a small geomagnetic storm, you would not look out over the water. You would actually look behind the building and to the north. So whenever anybody's here, we're not the best location to view the northern lights because you want to look out over the horizon.
If you don't catch the aurora lights, you might catch something else by surprise.
On a normal night, we have great views of the stars, the Milky Way. People come and they lay out on the lawn here. It's a nice safe space lit with red lighting for stargazing, and we're open 24 hours a day.
Gruba says that the McGulpin Point Lighthouse and the Wilderness State Park may have higher chances of an aurora light sighting in that area.
Let's get to some health news now. It's common nowadays to wear something in or over your ears to listen to music or a podcast on your phone, and some people use them for hours on end every single day.
That's right, but how do you clean earbuds and headphones? Jeff Wagner has us covered.
How often do you clean them? Probably not as often as I should.
They sit in a case, then in your ear. We wear them when working out and working up a sweat. Repetitive actions for hours, days, weeks.
So all of us have, skin oils, skin cells that shed off, bacteria that just accumulate, particularly when we're putting things in our ears and creating a really nice, wet, moist, dark environment that bacteria thrives in.
Over-the-ear headphones aren't exempt from dirt either.
Like our pillow, it just kind of sucks up bacteria and debris. We want to protect from getting any kind of ear infections. It can be as extreme as, potentially fungal infections.
How should we clean them?
Most of them are going to come with cleaning instructions. So look at your manuals.
But if you toss that out, experts say to use cotton swabs or a toothbrush to reach tight spots. If the buds have removable tips, take them off and wash them. For headphone pads, gently wipe them with a soapy cloth. Antibacterial wipes and a microfiber cloth can help as well. How often should we clean them?
I think a general rule of thumb is once a week.
A frequency that should increase if you wear them when exercising. Jeff Wagner, CBS News, Minneapolis.
And as we start a brand new week, let's remember all the fun we saw last week thanks to Take a Look at This.
Take a look at the week we had. Bear 32, known as Chunk, turned in a heavyweight performance to win Fat Bear Week, overcoming a broken jaw to claim the title. Explore.org crowning the champion on X, writing, Chunk the Hunk, the Chunkster, 32 Chunk, all hail the new king of Brooks River. The yearly Fat Bear Week contest pits 12 brown bears from Alaska's Katmai National Park in a ferocious March Madness-style bracket, allowing the internet to vote to determine which burly bear they like best. A poor pup named Pharaoh got stranded in a drain pipe on the Chicago River. Rescuers found the dog right around the time his searching owner caught up with him. The owner worked with responders to coax Pharaoh out of his tricky spot, and a short swim later, the pair were reunited. A group of underwater explorers hit the jackpot. Queen Jewels LLC claims to have recovered more than $1 million worth of silver and gold coins off of Florida's aptly named Treasure Coast. Reportedly, the riches are from the Treasure Fleet shipwreck. In 1715, the fleet was lost while carrying literal boatloads of booty, as much as 400 million of gold, silver, and jewels. They'll undergo conservation and then be displayed at museums for visitors to enjoy. And if you've got extra silver or gold saved up, head on down to San Antonio, Texas, where an Airbnb operator has a life-sized Barbie dream house that'll leave you tickled pink.
Every appliance in here is pink.
The 6-bedroom rental property sleeps 24 people, has a movie theater, loads of dolls, and even a luxurious wardrobe so all guests can channel their Barbie beauty and or inner Kinergy. For Take a Look at This Week, I'm Patrick Cornell.
Welcome back. During the summer grilling season, Progresso introduced a new line of barbecued-inspired Pitmaster soups, but now they might have gone a little bit too far here, Ryan. They've now created a limited edition Pitmaster deodorant, the signature smell of the barbecue pit designed exclusively for your pits. Find more info at progressopitkit.com, or don't, whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
Whatever you do. It's probably not going to be on northernnewsnow.com, I'll tell you that. But yeah, you could be a local pitmaster hunter.
Wow. Well, listen, I'm going to smell like barbecue anyway in my everyday life. Might as well get some deodorant that smells like it.
Honestly, I'm kind of intrigued. I might buy that.
Do you think it tastes like?
I would not.
Don't lick the deodorant?
I would not recommend. Yeah, I would not recommend doing that. But yeah, kind of interesting soup too. That would be a good fall staple too.
I love the flavor of barbecue sauce and barbecue sauce on anything, and even on pits, I guess now. Well. But soup, I bet, is fantastic with barbecue sauce in it, especially with like maybe some kind of, I don't know, rib in there, some kind of pulled pork perhaps. That sounds fantastic.
I think you're going down the right lane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Not the pits.
Not the pits.
Don't do that. Either well-fed or fed up, Americans are making some bold choices when it comes to dining out.
Yeah, CBS is taking a look at new trends and why kids' meals are actually making adults happy.
If there's one thing diners are noticing, it's right there on the bill.
It seems inevitable the prices seem to go up with everything.
The latest consumer price index shows food away from home rose 3.9% year over year, and full-service restaurant price increases far outpaced overall inflation.
Eating out is expensive. We all know that.
Many customers are downsizing. A new survey of 1,000 diners in the U.S. found almost half of adults, 44%, are ordering off the kids menu.
Of course, yeah. I love when they have a kids meal option.
Why do you do it?
Oh, because I feel like sometimes that's all I want.
Dining right now is definitely about value.
Adoniram Sides is Senior Vice President of Hospitality at Lightspeed Commerce, which provides payment systems to the hospitality industry. He says taking advantage of that kids menu is part of a broader trend in changing dining habits, including nearly 1/3 of customers walking out over long waits, and 40% saying rude service would keep them from returning.
There's this interesting dynamic of people expecting more in terms of the experience, but also, trying to balance out what they are willing to spend money on and what they're choosing to eat.
And despite some tipping fatigue, most people still recognize the value of good service.
I have a lot of friends in the service industry, so I know what it's like and what their wages are, so I try to be respectable about that.
One trend on the rise, solo dining, with 55% eating alone by choice. Nick Zechevich, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Do you think it's socially acceptable to be ordering off the kids menu, Hunter?
I think, honestly, if it makes you happy, I don't really care. That's pretty cool. Have you ever done it before as an adult?
I don't know. I may have probably done, who has a good kids meal that I promise I haven't done it in years, but Culver's.
Really?
Culver's has a good kids meal because it usually came with that Scoopy token for the free ice cream.
Best. Oh my gosh. I haven't ordered off a kids menu in a very, very long time. That's the one problem with me would be the portion size. I don't like the smaller portion size.
Yeah, but the price point, pretty nice.
Very, very nice,
yeah.
Yes.
It sounds like Americans, too, are also seeing a surge in popularity of secondhand shopping. It's expected to grow into a $79 billion business in the U.S. by 2029. ThredUp's 2025 resale report found 58% of consumers shopped secondhand apparel. You got to save money, I suppose, any way you can nowadays.
Yeah, oh yeah, Goodwill, anything like that. Very good stores.
There's good stuff in there. Hey, we'll see you in a bit here on Northern Life.
Coming up tomorrow here on Northern Life, we're going to be bringing you our final part of our blindfold series from Lake Superior Zoo. What a fun time that was. Getting to introduce you to a friend who lives in the water and comes with a fun name. It's quite the creature there, Ryan.
Yeah, and Hunter got to feed the creature too.
Yeah, It was cool seeing it grab the thing. Yeah. And you'll find it very interesting.
As you can tell, there's obviously a lot of animals to enjoy at Lake Superior Zoo, including ones that are behind glass.
Thankfully, behind the glass, that's for sure.
Well, hey, Hunter, before we go, if you didn't catch this on our Northern Life Facebook page, you recently posted online about the evidence of your neighborhood bear that seems to keep rolling up at your place.
Again, we've been fighting the bears as far as like the garbage because the bears always tear it all over the place. And now we put it in our porch and the bear, it hopped up on our screen door, tore the door, and then you can see the actual snot, I believe, from the bear on the door as well. So just like at the zoo, very thankful there was glass in between me and the actual bear in the wild, Ryan.
You didn't try to tell it to stand up and you didn't cut any carrots up?
Here, lick my finger. No, he didn't know any commands, unfortunately. I wish.
I think that's probably for the best, but I'm glad that everybody's okay.
Yes, stay wild. Just try to stay away from my house. I get it. Thanks for joining us here. We love you.
Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Life.